All right, so tonight we are going to attempt to make some lefse. We are going to try to hodgepodge a couple things together to see if we can make it work without having to purchase one of the lefse griddles. I have all of the other components, but the griddles are a little bit on the pricey side, so if we can make it work without having to purchase that, that'd be awesome. They are on sale today because it's Black Friday, but again, we're just trying to save money. So I have about 3 pounds of potatoes here in my bowl. I'm just finishing up putting them through the ricer. And we are going to
just clean this all up.
I've not made lefse before. Well, my aunt taught me how to make it this summer, but I have not made it myself. I would venture to guess that you could use any sort of masher to get the potatoes small enough and not necessarily have to purchase one of these. We got this particular one on Amazon. It seems to work pretty good. It's the first time we've used it, but this is how the potatoes look. Focus. Once they've come out of the ricer, 1 stick of room temperature butter. We need 1/2 cup of cream, heavy cream, a teaspoon of salt, and then 1 cup of all-purpose flour, plus additional flour to keep everything floured up so it doesn't stick as we're working with the dough. Okay, so we've peeled our potatoes, we've strained them, we've riced them, combined and mixed together. So we're going to put our butter and our riced potatoes together. I'm going in. I hope everyone had a very wonderful and safe Thanksgiving yesterday. Did anybody get out and go shopping today? And a teaspoon of salt going in. And then we need 1 cup of flour. I'll grab that. Oh. Okay. 1/4 cup was what I had on. Easiest to grab. All right. Okay. So we're going to mix everything up. And then we're going to get in with our hands here in a minute. So always best to take your jewelry off if you can get it off. And then it's just like making a pasta dough or a bread dough. You're just going to kind of mix it up into a dough ball. So I said earlier that we were going to improvise a little bit, and that's kind of where this is coming in. So I have this flat pan that we are going to try to use as our griddle. So I have that heating up now. I've got my silicone mat back here to roll my balls out, to roll my dough out into our circle. And yeah, so we're just waiting for our pan to heat up and then we will go from there. So I ended up adding about 1.5 cups of extra flour to my dough. The first couple times I tried to roll it out, it just wasn't working. So I've got my first one on the pan right now. I'm going to flip it here in a minute. I'm going to start rolling out this next one. And I think I'm going to have to get my aunt's recipe tomorrow when I see her and see if I have a little bit less trial and error. But you want these fairly thin when you roll them out. Oops. Callie, be careful, sweetheart.
Okay.
Oh, okay. necessarily wanted, but you flip it over, let it sit for a few minutes, and then we'll take it off. We're just going to transfer that onto a clean tea towel or white towel, and we're going to, whoopsies, try to not poke any more holes in this one. Okay, and then we're just going to transfer it onto our pan. For those of you who don't know the history of Lefse, Lefse is a traditional Norwegian flatbread. It is typically made during the winter holidays. Our family personally has it every year at Christmas time. Some people say that Lefse dates back to the Vikings time period. However, it would not have been made with potatoes, as they weren't introduced into Norway until about 250 years ago. It would have been made from just flour at that point. All right, so as this one's cooking, Callie's gonna eat one the way we like it, which is with some butter, brown sugar, cinnamon. This one just has white sugar, that's because that's what I had made up. Is it good? Mm-hmm. How good?
Yummy.
Yummy in your tummy? Y'all, I was talking to my aunt about the Lefse recipe, and she's like, your grandma has one. You should see if she'll let you borrow it. Look at this thing. The date on the box is 10/30/1982. So this bad boy is older than I am. It still works. My sweet, sweet grandma said that she would let us keep it at our house until such a time that she chose that she needed it, which honestly, I didn't even know she had it, so I'm guessing she's probably not going to need it. But I am so pumped to try this. To go out and buy one of these griddles. I just happened to get grandma on a good day. But like I said, a griddle or a pancake griddle or electric griddle would work perfectly fine. The flat pans like I used in this video would work perfectly fine as well. So just wanted to give you that little update. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight as I went down the adventure of Lefse making. I can't say that it was always a fun journey, adventure, but it was something. And I will definitely try it again. This was obviously my first time, and I'm going to get that recipe from my aunt and see if it turns out a little bit better for me next time. There was just a lot of trial and error this time. Time we bake together or cook together, it'll probably be my holiday baked goods that is way closer to my comfort zone and repertoire, I guess. But I'm a mess. My kitchen is a disaster. So it is time to get everything cleaned up and reset for the night and then relax. So thank you again so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time.